You know that sinking feeling you get when you open the mail and see something official from your bike's manufacturer? Yeah, I just got one of those letters, and it's about my BMW R18. Well, honestly, this is not a video I thought I would be making today. I'm actually in the middle of packing for a very spontaneous motorcycle trip, and I figured this was important enough to get on here and make a video about it. So the recall, unfortunately, this is not my first recall letter. I am not shaming BMW in any way for this. I have received recalls on my Hondas, my Harleys, my BMW now officially. Everything I've ever owned has received a recall letter. But this one struck home a little bit more because the thing that is being recalled is probably the #1 reason I own this motorcycle. And obviously I know a lot of you guys actually own the same motorcycle, so if you haven't received your Harry Potter letter yet, it's probably on the way. Also, I live in the United States. I do believe this letter has already been distributed to the European market. Spoiler alert, there is no fix for this. So basically the issue is my reverse gear. I'm gonna read specifically off here so I know exactly how to word this to you guys. Basically, the reverse gear control unit seal allows moisture with potential corrosion and overheating. So there is an elevated fire risk. So yeah, this is a 900+ pound motorcycle, and the #1 reason I ordered my specific bike that I own is because of the reverse gear. Maneuvering that motorcycle around is relatively easy because it does have a lower seat height, but honestly, knowing that I had the reverse gear, it is shaft drive, the exposed shaft is such a beautiful feature of the motorcycle. That's part of the reason why I was so confident in ordering this specific motorcycle instead of going with a lighter weight model.
It's super slippery, it rained last night, so I am definitely using reverse to back my ass up out of this thing. To use reverse, you have to pop it in neutral, start her up, and then all the way down here, I know you probably couldn't see it, but puts you in R mode. So it is going to take us 4 business days to make sure we don't tip over. And oh my gosh, it's so slippery. Holy crap. I would never be able to do this by myself. I tried to clear out some of the bigger walnuts, but I'm telling you, man, so many people ask me, like, would you rather take your Harley or your BMW? And I'm like, dude, my BMW, I know I can get out of anything. Just like that, and we're out. Lift her back up, pop her in first. It was a terrible tutorial, but you're picking up what I'm putting down.
The one thing I really do want to kind of talk about in this is just the lack of fix, I guess. It's just all of these new motorcycles have so much incredible technology in them, from my new Harley Davidson, which has also had technological issues that I'm still currently working through on the new motorcycle. I have my new Pan America, and believe it or not, the Pan America has been lovely so far. And that has not been something everyone can say for that motorcycle. So the fact that my BMW is having a kind of non-electrical issue, I guess you can call it, is a bit frustrating. I keep looking at the letter like it's like I'm talking to it directly. But basically there is an enhanced fire risk, and I personally haven't used the reverse gear in quite a while on that bike because I've just been pulling it forward into my garage and parking on even surfaces. But my husband did mention that when we took our trip to North Carolina in May earlier in 2024, he told me that he actually remembered smelling something like burning when he was using that motorcycle. So that's very concerning, and luckily I think it's just something that has a potential fire risk while it's in use or in motion. I haven't ridden that motorcycle in a while because it is snowy and cold, so I am hopeful that obviously without any electrical components or motors running, it's not just going to spontaneously combust in my garage during the winter months. So I do need to reach out to the dealership and see what they would like to do, but The fact that their only option right now is to just completely disengage the reverse gear really sucks. That really sucks. I mean, the reverse gear is a huge selling point to a lot of people, I think. And obviously, if you are paying for the benefit, the premium of this option, I think as of right now, all they're saying is there is a potential to get a credit of parts and accessories money. Anyway, so kind of just the reason I'm making this video in the first place is because it is, I'm concerned for honestly the future of these newer motorcycles. I've always been a person that I love new bikes. I love owning new bikes. I don't like to get my hands dirty and work on the older motorcycles, but I have been feeling like, okay, if the time does come where the bike glitches out or it bricks itself or one of these things, going back to an older air-cooled, just like limited computer technology is definitely something that I can see people gravitating towards. And it's just not a good look for these motorcycle manufacturers to continue pushing so much tech, heavy tech into their newer motorcycles. And I'm not saying that this specific recall is a technological issue. It could be a QC issue. It's obviously a deterioration of low quality parts issue. And it's just something that is not going to help build trust in the future. So I already kind of gave you the gist, but I will read the overview of what they said. It says, what could happen? The reverse gear control unit seal could allow moisture to enter the unit and lead to internal corrosion and loss of the reverse function. This could also cause overheating and increase the risk of a fire. If you notice a loss of the reverse function, an odor or overheating of electrical components, or see smoke, your motorcycle may be experiencing this issue. Do not continue to ride the motorcycle. Move to a safe location away from traffic. Dial 911 in the event of an emergency. Like I said, I personally haven't experienced a loss of the reverse function, but I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. And once again, this is no shade towards BMW. I truly have received plenty of recall letters in the past. I still have an open recall on my Harley Davidson. So, but the fact that this could literally ignite is kind of terrifying. And I'd love to know your thoughts and obviously how many of you own a BMW R18 motorcycle as well. I'm assuming this goes into the Transcontinental as well as the Classic. So all across the R18 family. I would like to know your thoughts on what you think I should do if they're going to have a solution for this. I mean, it really does sound like they just need to get a new seal and have the seal replaced. So the fact that it seems like such a simple solution, but they're not claiming that they'll have a remedy for it anytime soon is concerning. So maybe, I mean, like, I'm obviously not a mechanic by any means, but once again, going back into just like the future of motorcycling, it's really scary. You know, I actually have a lot of people talking to me and commenting on an older video that I have made when I took the brand new Harley Davidson Sportster S and I believe the Nightster on a press ride quite a few years ago when those motorcycles were launched. And I was very confident in saying, like, air-cooled motorcycles aren't going to go anywhere. And I can't remember if I specifically said air-cooled motorcycles or the air-cooled Sportster, because as we all know, the air-cooled Sportster is now dead. And that kind of hurt a little bit. Like, I've personally never owned a Sportster, but as a woman and in the female riding community, that motorcycle is an integral part of getting people into the sport in the Harley-Davidson world specifically. My husband still owns a Sportster. I would love to buy a Sportster and have like a little bike to build on, but it is just scary that we are officially seeing that shift from the tried and true. And I totally understand that regulations, emissions, and the laws, the way of the world are changing, and so manufacturers have to change with it. And until they take away the day that we can't even go and purchase these older motorcycles, I think we're okay in the used market realm. The fact that so many new bikes, cars included, like just new technology, is having such a crippling ability to stay true and to stay the premium quality product that you are paying for. I mean, my God, are these things expensive anymore. I still drive a 20-year-old a little beater because I can't afford the really, really nice truck or the really, really nice van or the really, really nice toy hauler camper that I want, because I just simply don't have the money and I don't like being in debt. So it's one of those things. Every single motorcycle I purchase, I do very cognitively, because it's something that I can handle physically, financially, and I trust that the future of this bike is going to hold true to maintenance and making sure it is a quality product and a safe product. Do me a favor, please hit the subscribe button and continue to take these journeys with me. Sorry, we're in my office right now filming this video, but it is currently snowing and I hate it. So until my next video, thank you so much for watching this one. I'll keep you posted on what happens with the BMW. Obviously, it's probably not going to move from my garage anytime soon because it's cold and I don't want to ride it to the dealership. So appreciate you guys for watching, and until my next one, you be good, ride motorcycles, and I'll see you later.